It's so interesting that you said that sometimes that the subconscious will find something that the clients weren't even aware of. And that is very true, because I had a client who discovered that she had a lump in her breast that she didn't know about until the subconscious found it. And then, of course, we worked on removing the lump, and it did go away. I had another client who, oh my goodness, she came to me. She was so ill. She must have been 96 pounds, skinny, sick. She was on all kinds of medications, and she was only getting worse. And once I put her into profound somnambulism and I started speaking with the subconscious, what we found out was that a medication that she was on was making her sick. And it was a medication that they had put her on as a child. It was something that she did not need. She was misdiagnosed. And that was what was making her ill. And so, of course, under her doctor's care, her physician's care, right? I had her go and re-examine all of her medications because the subconscious basically said that. And the subconscious also was able to identify an ingredient in the pill that she was taking that was making her ill, which is so fascinating to me.
Isn't that wonderful to have this opportunity, this chance? Stephanie, what is your reason?
They're a great tool. Once I learned ideomotor response, IMRs, it really transformed my own practice. I was still having to guess, right? Give me a finger movement. This finger, the forefinger is yes, the middle finger is no, whatever. The thumb is maybe. And that was just a lot of guesswork. And I would have to really phrase my questions in a certain way to get a yes or no. And if I got a no or a maybe, then I'd have to think of another way to phrase my sentence where I could get a yes or no response, but I really wasn't getting the full story. Because even with yes and no responses, just communication is much more detailed than that, right? It's much more nuanced. And
so, Stephanie, if you had to describe the seminar in one sentence, what is the seminar about?
So, all right, if I could describe it in one sentence about what the profound somnambulism protocol is, it's a very powerful, deep trance protocol where we can get extraordinary phenomenon that we simply can't get in lighter states of trance. Mm-hmm. So some of that includes, first things that you most hypnotists already are probably doing in their work. So like removing pain or removing fear, that kind of thing. But what's extraordinary about this protocol is that because we have the client so deep, right, their conscious mind is really in a completely different state. I call it hypnotic sleep because I know it's not sleep, but it's not wake either. Okay. But once we get the client's conscious mind out of the way, then we can directly speak with their subconscious, and their subconscious will talk back to us through their voice box. And with the subconscious actually talking to you in full sentences, you don't miss any nuances, and you can just speak with the subconscious like it's like you're talking to a friend, and just really have a really nice back and forth conversation without having to worry about ideomotor responses, with your client's subconscious mind just sort of floating over there in the wonderful, blissful, happy state while you and the subconscious work together.
One of the things I love about your seminar is the body scan. And I think this is what every therapist can use in his work and hopefully for himself.
Absolutely. The body scan is miraculous. It's miraculous because we have the subconscious scan the body to see where there's any ailments in the body, right? If there's any parts of the body that that's sick or that is needs to be healed in any way. I just have the subconscious just start with the head and just scan the body all the way down to the feet and just stop when you come to a point that something needs healing, right? If anything needs repair or healing, then the subconscious will look for it, it will find it, and then I'll ask if it can heal it. So most of the time, not 100% of the time, but most of the time, the subconscious will tell you that it can heal it, and it will do it for you right there in your office or online in your session. It will do it right there most of the time. Not all of the time, but if it doesn't do it all of the time, it will give you the reason why it can't resolve that.
And the subconscious mind can even discover or tell you about problems the patient doesn't know about and his physicians don't know about. And it can hear things the patient has hoped to be healed for many years.
Yes.
Without success, without being successful.
Absolutely.
And the subconscious mind can tell you how long it will take to heal.
Correct. Yeah. If it doesn't heal it in your session, it will tell you how long it will. Maybe it's 2 weeks, but it'll tell you that it will take 2 weeks or whatever.
Found somnambulism protocol especially helpful for?
So I feel like it's the most helpful for people who have experienced trauma or PTSD, and you don't want to regress them because you don't want to have them revivify the experience, right? You don't want them to, even if it's accidental or whatever, you don't want that to happen. The subconscious already knows what happened, so the conscious mind does not have to go back and review it. And believe me, there is a place for regression hypnotherapy. I started with regression hypnotherapy, and I will use it as well on occasion. But for some people, I just prefer to have content-free hypnosis with them, so we don't have to go back. But I can talk to the subconscious, and we can see, even what the client learned from going through their trauma that they experienced, but it can also remove all of the symptoms of the trauma as well.
Yeah, and this kind of work makes your work so much easier and easier for the patient. Who is the seminar for and who is it not for?
Okay, so the seminar is for hypnotists who already have knowledge of hypnosis. It's not for anyone who is just starting out learning hypnosis because this is an advanced protocol. I'm not teaching basic hypnosis here, so you already need to know how to do an induction, and you need to know how to work with clients, and you need to have had some experience. I would say at least a year, maybe 2 years of experience really working with clients on a regular basis, because I kind of start with what you already know, and then we elevate it. So I'm not going to be teaching anything that has to do with basic hypnosis. I'm going to take what you already know, and then we're going to, like I said, elevate it and make your hypnosis even better, even stronger.
Okay, so it really is an advanced hypnosis seminar. There are some students who think, I'm already quite experienced. Is it still worth it for me?
Absolutely. I was quite experienced myself, but I was ready for the next level when I developed this protocol. And for sure it's worth it, especially if you haven't worked with direct voice, right? Getting direct voice from the subconscious. I think it's absolutely worth it.
Okay, please give me 3 concrete outcomes students will get after the seminar or in the seminar.
Sure.
Skills, tools.
So students will gain more confidence. They will see that you don't have to be perfect in order for this technique to work, or protocol actually to work. They will say that I'm not perfect and that I'm just a regular person. I'm a mom with 3 kids, right? 3 teenagers, and I just live my life every day, and I make mistakes too. And I'll show you that if I can do this, then you can do this. Anybody really can learn this. And of course, over time, you'll hone your skill and you'll get better at it. But anybody can do it. So it'll give you confidence. You won't have the, I didn't feel like I was hypnotized. I heard you the whole time. I don't feel like I was hypnotized. You won't get that like you get with traditional hypnosis. They will know that they were very deeply hypnotized, and you'll get very quick results as well. You'll get wonderful feedback, and you'll get lots of word of mouth clients as well, because the technique works, right? And so that's going to present you as a better, more advanced, more competent hypnotist. And at which point you can even raise your prices. So more money in your pocket too.
But for the sake of this interview, how is the relationship between theory, practice, demonstrations?
Right. You know me, Norbert. I like to just get in and roll up my sleeves and do it, right? There isn't a lot of theory behind it. Let me rephrase that. There's a ton of theory behind it that you can spend days, weeks, years, maybe the rest of your life trying to figure it out. But I don't go into all of that. All right. We just go into, this is what you do to get this to work. And this is how you do it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. And then I'll bring up demos, and then I'll have you guys practice on each other so that you can see that you can do this.
Of course, it's about the clients. How do the clients, the patients, benefit concretely?
Well, yeah. So the patients or the clients, they benefit because they are getting real-time feedback, because you can record the sessions if you'd like, because if they wake up with hypnoamnesia, then they can go back and listen to the recording, and they can see that everything, all of the advice, all of the healing that was happening was coming from themselves. And I tell them that too. It's going to be your subconscious that heals you today, not me. I'm just the guide. This is all up to your subconscious. Your subconscious is in control. And then you can prove that. And then they go back and they can listen to it and they say, wow, I mean, that's amazing. They're blown away by it just as much as I am.
Why are you teaching this seminar, and why do you think the seminar is important right now?
Yes, so it's my passion, it's my calling. I honestly feel like I am driven by a higher force than myself, whatever you want to call it, the collective unconsciousness or the universe, or whatever your idea of God is. I really believe that this is what I was born to do, and this is what I'm supposed to do. And I just want other people to be able to have the same confidence that I have going in. And I want other people to be able to heal more people throughout the world. And so I'm coming to Germany, but also I've, had this taught I actually trained a trainer in Australia, Protokoll in Australia, and I have had this protocol taught in many places all over the world because it's that important. And this is an art that I think is beautiful, and I don't want it to get lost. I want as many professional hypnotherapists to learn this as possible. Even if you don't use it every day, just learn it and keep it, because this is something that needs to be preserved for future generations, because it can help so many more clients, and we can just help so many more people in the world to heal.
So you found your mission and you found your place on this planet.
Absolutely. For sure. This is definitely my life's purpose. I should have died many times in my life, but I'm still here because I'm not finished with my mission.
Wonderful. And if you could promise only one thing to the students, what will they definitely be able to do after the seminar?
What will they be able to do? About how I want to word this.
Okay, I'm rephrasing the question, and we can cut this part out.
Okay.
Stephanie, if you could promise only one thing, what will the students be able to do after the seminar?
So the students will be able to talk with and persuade the subconscious to perform miracles, literal miracles on their client.
Yeah. And if you work directly with the subconscious mind, this is the kind of things you will see again and again. If somebody still is undecided, what would you say to them?
Well, I would ask them, why were they undecided, right? And figure out and go from there. What reason would you have to not do this? Because it's amazing, and it's going to just make you a much better hypnotherapist, and it's going to give you so many more skills and tools to add to your toolbox. And we're going to have fun doing it. I'm not like some stuffy old hypnotist getting up there, and it's not boring. You're gonna have fun in my class. We laugh a lot, we goof off a lot. Norbert plays the harmonica and sometimes the guitar. So you're gonna have a lot of fun with us, and I can't wait to work with you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I've enjoyed the seminar.